Welcome back to some more Sercacraft. This time I just wanted to show off the original concept for Varehicles, pretty much. So these are the two original sort of building designs for Varehicles. I found out what this vehicle was actually named in Halo. It's actually called the M something elephant. But this isn't actually exactly what that vehicle looks like. This is just what I ended up changing for it. I changed a little bit of the front design just so that it had a flatbed and just had this, which was the original sort of design for it. So this is pretty much what the inside looked like. It's not as good as it would have looked like beforehand, but hey, it's exactly what I wanted at the beginning of Sercacraft. So the water here that you're seeing right here is actually because of one thing that I used to always try to do before I go on a new world, and that is, or that I always try to put in a lot of my builds, is an infinite water source block for water bottles. So if you wanted to do some potion brewing kind of thing, you would have to go all the way over here. No, getting stuck in the wall. Go here, right click, and then go all the way back and do that. I sort of have the same thing with a lot of my newer builds as well. But you may notice though that it doesn't have the front area. This is what it used to look like. And now we're going to go with the other build, which was this one. So this, I have no idea what was used to be named. Unfortunately, I couldn't find that Planet Minecraft link that I thought would be saved in my history. I found it on my laptop instead of my tower, but hey, here's what I think I changed a little bit of the design a little bit just to fit what I wanted it for. So it's got another brick feet kind of thing just to plant firmly on the ground kind of thing and everything. So pretty much what I ended up doing was I cut the two sort of thrusters off the thing. I think I also cut a little bit of this stuff, this little, I don't know what it is, off the side a little bit. You can see it right there. And I kept a little bit of this, and then I think I chopped, from the back, I think I chopped all the way around here. And I think that's exactly how far I went. And then I just plucked it on, and then we sort of had the floor as a mess kind of thing where it was trying to mismatch between this and that, and I think a bunch of blocks were missing too. So pretty much what I did is that I grabbed these two, put them really close together kind of thing, so like this, and then while I was mismatching them together, I had to correct the blocks by going back and forth. So I'm like, okay, so this has, let's say, sandstone stairs here, and on this one, it somehow got deleted. Okay, need to replace those and then go back and forth and stuff like that to fix it. So yeah, so here's an old version of Varehicles. It's the only one that was on this world, so I don't have to easily go back and forth to Sercacraft. So this one I think is the last one before it actually got sent over there. So it has all this. So this was just when it has all the signs kind of thing in the right spot, and yeah, you can clearly tell that it's not actually completely finished with everything. It's just has all the command signs and everything, and then by the time I got all that done, I'm like, okay, time to go send it over to the Sercacraft server. So yeah. So I have another thing to show off. I don't know if it's here. Yes it is, it's right here. Okay. So here is the original 1.15 version of Sercacraft. So over here is my bee farm, which, if I remember correctly, is actually disassembled. But it's pretty easy to tell where the bees were located. So this was the original tree that I found that originally had a beehive on it. So I sort of built around this sort of foundation, and I kept building it from there. And I think I moved the original beehive because it didn't look really good with all the other ones, and I moved it over here. And I originally put all newer ones here, and I started working around over here. And I think I had some over here. And I pretty much uncovered this entire area with them. And you can clearly tell where the beehives are supposed to be located because there's a giant gaping hole in there. So this entire area was enclosed with barrier blocks. This is the only sort of cheating block that I think I used in order to build all this area. I legitimately built this entire area. I think I just pretty much just spawned in a bunch of barriers just to make it look like it's a tranquil location kind of thing, so you can like sit, relax, and go, wow, what a beautiful world out there kind of deal. And that's pretty much what all this was. I think this was producing around, I think it's almost 2 stacks of 64 honey bottles, I think, at times. So it was pretty good. The one bug I think I was talking about, I think on one session, was that when you have baby bees kind of thing, they get stuck here, and then when they go through their adult stage, pretty much when they, I don't know, I guess you could say like level up or evolve kind of thing, they'll pop out through the corner of the area. So because the corners are so sharp kind of thing like this, they just plop out and then they go, okay, time to go find a new hive because I can't go back there. And then it'll continue to wander over here. And I didn't decide on trying to double up the barriers because just placing all these ones down was actually much more of a hassle than what it's actually worth. So I'm just like, I'm not gonna double layer this. I'm just gonna leave it like that. Yeah, so this was my original location. That isn't normally here, but I needed to transport items from here to here because some of them got deleted for some reason, and the floor is gone because of that, because I needed to put an open plan and everything. But yeah, so here's the original location. This is how I found out that birch trees are very, very profitable for beehive making. And we have dark oak over here with a, that's not supposed to be there, that's supposed to be nothing. And then another portal. Over here is my so I have different islands here and there. This was supposed to be pretty much like jungle area kind of thing. This was Jungle Island, even though it's not actually an island. It's literally still part of a giant mainland kind of thing, but I just pretty much just call this Jungle Island. This was Jungle Plateau, pretty much close to the bees, and it was really cool looking. This was the Acacia Forest, or Acacia, I don't know. And then the dark oak, and then the birch, and then we go towards the oak, which the oak I think is the longest, because I think it goes all the way over here. I was testing around the data pack, so that's what that is. Over here we have the area that I was talking about where I had a repeating. Is there one? No, there's not one installed yet. Okay, so this is what I mean. So I had a repeating thing here. I think we had a rabbit, so it would spawn into Killer Bunny because there was a data pack that could spawn in a rare item with it, and I wanted to test it out. And then we also I also wanted to try with salmon as well. So I'll show you what that is. I'm gonna have to break the repeater block after though. So what happens is that once somebody lands on there, once someone lands on top of it, there you go. And you'll notice that my frames, oh, they're not moving at all. Wow. That is not what happened before. Weird. I guess the original Minecraft server that we were on, that free service that we were using, lagged a lot, because when that ended up happening, I was getting like 20-30 frames. Not on this computer, but an equivalent computer, and I was just like, what the heck, dude? So yes, that ended up happening. I don't know how it happened. A spider can't get in here, I don't think. Because there's only one block diagonally across. And I guess a zombie could particularly spawn here, I guess, or something like that, and just magically walk and stumble in here. But I don't think so. It's really weird. So I took this world download before my area got trashed. If people want to, I can show that off. I saw it and I was really sad for it. This area was my original food cookery station because when I kept killing everything, a bunch of fish kept landing in my inventory. So I'm just like, okay, let's go and cook it. There was originally some villagers here. Oh, yeah, that's the data pack. I have no idea where they went. Apparently, while I was AFK in here, they all died. And as you can see, my archers and guardians were around. So I don't know how they died, but I don't even know where they are. I think one of my archers ran away and went all the way over here somewhere. Yeah, and just vanished. And I think that's mostly it for every creation on the 1.15 side. That was just something I wanted to build. Just a random wheat farm. And that's just a cave I explored. That pretty much got me a lot of materials. And is this the latest one or is this the old one? Because this is the latest one. Okay, come on, door. Come on. I could do you with a freaking trident. I can get in you without one. What is this? Ah, yes. My material gathering. Yes. Okay, this was before then. Because this all got moved beforehand. And I can know if it's new or old. Yep, this is an old one. Because it doesn't have my huge factory underneath. So the one that I built in the 1.16 area does have this similar thing like that. Or this was the original build of it. It had, I think, 16 blast furnaces instead of, I think, 14 is what I'm currently using right now. Because I didn't want to use too many materials for the same purpose. But yeah. I think that's it for the original area. Like this area, I found it at around, I think, the first week. I think, and I nestled here because it was really interesting. Well, I originally was going to actually settle around this general area. Let me just go spectator, just so it's faster to get over there. I was originally going to nestle all the way over here. You can see that I terraformed it. Just to be perfect for Razabase over there. And then I just decided that it's too much work and then left. And then went over here. Actually, I think I was using a different structure by then, and then I changed my mind on that because I think I had a smaller ship than this, and I just decided to plop it here. And then I'm like, you know what, I want a bigger ship because I hate this small ship. I'm starting to get too used to it, and then I decided to go over here. So I just decided to do that instead. And I think this one is the latest version, or latest-er kind of thing. Yeah, this was because the one barrel that you saw with all my stuff in it, yeah, I was trying to color code everything, and this is what the end result pretty much became. I wanted to use this world as a way of centering that around instead of using my test world. And of course, I'm going to bring all this creation inside of the test world, so at least it's in a better location. So yeah, so pretty much I don't think I ever said what these daylight sensors are here for. They don't actually power anything. But the whole reason why they're here is because it actually shows like a person who's looking above, oh, those daylight sensors are powering up the redstone lamps, when in actuality, it's not. I can show you exactly what I mean by that. I'm actually cheating it where I'm actually using redstone blocks here. But on the surface, like if you look at it from here, you're like, oh, those daylight sensors are powering up those lights, when they're not. I think I could probably do it within the 1 block gap here. The only thing is that when you go into spectator, actually, why am I doing that? I could just do it here. It doesn't look good at all. And plus, where those redstone blocks are, they're above slabs, and I forget if you can even put redstone dust on top of slabs like that. You probably could, but I just don't know. And yes, that's pretty much where I originally was nestled in 1.15. It was a beautiful area. Don't get me wrong. Like, I had a lot of fun over here. I think I have like 3 different nether portals. I think at the end, I think I had another portal over here. And I think I had one over here. And I think there was one over here. And the cool secret about the jungle island is literally right underneath it. So I'm going to go creative mode just so I don't spoil it. So if you follow this end rod over here to this area, you'll see another end rod, and you'll see this area. Then you'll see that there's a 1 block gap here. If we drop down in it, we get to here. So I was experimenting with something. I don't think I left the remnants here. I'm actually going to see if my brightness is all the way up. It should be. Yeah. Okay, so it's full bright. I'll give myself night vision just to show it off. Oops, at P, we'll just go with, where was night vision? Night vision should be right here. Yeah, there we go. 100, why not? Yeah, so I had a lot of fun with this. You could tell that I had a giant level of destruction. And, I abused it a lot, don't get me wrong, it was a lot of fun doing all this. I wanted to make an elaborate cave system. And it sort of happened. At one point, I wanted to see, maybe